This news story was produced by Cogeco North Bay News. To watch the full newscast, tune into channels 12 or 700 live at 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday.
Do we want just to saddle this on the Trudeau government? I don't think so, actually. This expands past Trudeau into the Harper government and even back to when Paul Martin was Prime Minister. This has been a very long story, many twists and turns. So while the settlement is certainly on Trudeau's watch, there are precedents and Supreme Court rulings that go way back before even Trudeau.
One thing is for certain, this issue is polarizing Canadians. Some believe he suffered a long time in jail and Khadr deserves his money. Many Canadians believe the government is subsidizing a terrorist.
I mean, that's certainly one way of looking at it, but here's what I'd say in response to that. It is the hard cases that make our human rights legislation, our Charter of Rights and Freedoms, matter. It's the ones that you don't like. It's easy for everyone to say, I'm for freedom of expression or freedom of assembly, but when it comes down to the rights of potentially a child soldier or a terrorist that's a Canadian citizen and was mistreated in prison, as the Supreme Court basically ruled, that's when the Charter matters. That's when human rights matters. So that's the way I would respond to it. It's fine to be angry about, but at the same time, if you believe in Canada as a nation that supports human rights, you do have to look at Khadr and even this settlement and say, perhaps this was the right thing after all.
It started well before I even got there. It's been going on for a while, and it has been through the courts, and it is a legal matter that is basically in the courts, and that's where the decision is being made. It's not really anything that's being volunteered, not anything that's being given, and it is a court decision. So it's very difficult as an MP to come out and say, oh, we're not doing it. The court demanded it. So I believe this will be tied up for a long time to come still before it gets resolved.
If you are interested in watching Cogeco North Bay News, you can become a subscriber by calling 1-800-267-9000.